David Roger Johansen, born January 9, 1950 and died on February 28, 2025, was an American singer, songwriter, and actor best known as lead singer of the seminal proto-punk band The New York Dolls. He is also known for his work under the pseudonym Buster Poindexter and for playing the Ghost of Christmas Past in Scrooged, 1988. Net worth. David Johansen had an estimated net worth of $1 million at the time of his death. His wealth had primarily come from his music career, but he had also earned money through his acting ventures, as well as his work as a solo artist. Despite his relatively low-profile presence in mainstream media in his later years, his legacy and contributions to the rock scene continued to sustain his financial status. Early life. Johansen was born in the New York City borough of Staten Island to a librarian mother, Helen, and an insurance sales representative father, who had previously sung opera. His mother was Irish-American and his father was Norwegian-American. He was one of 5 siblings. Personal life. Johansen wed actress Serinda Fox in 1977 but divorced within a year in 1978. From 1983 to 2011, Johansen was married to photographer Kate Simon. In 2013, Johansen wed artist Mara Hennessy. In 2020, Johansen was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and a brain tumor, which brought an end to his musical career. He fell and broke his back in 2 places in November 2024 and required surgery. His stepdaughter launched a fundraiser to help with his treatment February 10, 2025. Houses and lifestyle. David Johansen, like many musicians of his era, had owned a few notable properties. He spent a significant part of his life living in New York City, where he had a particular affection for the city's bohemian and artsy neighborhoods. Johansen's lifestyle reflected his artistic roots and low-key approach to fame. He had long been associated with the vibrant New York City art and music scenes, enjoying a lifestyle that was often more grounded than that of some of his contemporaries. Unlike many rock stars, Johansen's lifestyle had been described as relatively down-to-earth. He was known to enjoy the company of friends, the arts, and his personal space, with less emphasis on extravagance and fame. Career. David Johansen began his career in the late 1960s as the lead singer of the Vagabond Missionaries, a local band from Staten Island. He later gained widespread recognition as the frontman of the proto-punk band New York Dolls in the early 1970s. The Dolls were part of the Mercer Arts Center's vibrant music scene, performing on a memorable New Year's Eve 1972 show with Ruby and the Rednecks. The band released 2 albums, New York Dolls, 1973, and Too Much Too Soon, 1974, featuring songs largely written by Johansen and guitarist Johnny Thunders. Though critically praised, the band failed to achieve commercial success. In 1975, Thunders and drummer Jerry Nolan left, but Johansen continued with the Dolls until 1976, alongside Sylvain Sylvain, before embarking on a solo career. Johansen's first solo albums, David Johansen, 1978, and In Style, 1981, produced several original tracks that have remained enduring favorites. His self-titled debut album reached number 91 on the Australian charts in August 1978. Sylvain Sylvain frequently joined him in live performances, and Johansen's concerts were known for their high energy and engaging presence, as captured in his live albums Live It Up and the David Johansen Group Live. His subsequent albums Here Comes the Night, 1981, and Sweet Revenge, 1982, continued to showcase his songwriting talent, with Here Comes the Night featuring a notable guest appearance by jazz saxophonist Big J. McNeely. In the late 1980s, Johansen adopted the persona of Buster Poindexter, a character that marked a shift in his musical style toward jump blues, swing, and novelty songs. Accompanied by the Uptown Horns, Poindexter became known for his hit song Hot Hot Hot, a cover of a track originally written by Montserratian artist Arrow. Despite its success, Johansen later expressed ambivalence about the song's overwhelming popularity. Under the Poindexter alias, Johansen released albums like Buster's Happy Hour, 1987, and Spanish Rocket Ship, 1989, which further explored different musical genres, including salsa and merengue. Alongside his music career, Johansen ventured into acting, appearing in several films and television shows throughout the 1980s and 1990s. He portrayed the wisecracking ghost of Christmas Past in the 1988 holiday classic Scrooged, starring Bill Murray. Johansen also appeared in Let It Ride, 1989, Mr. Nanny, 1993, and Car 54, Where Are You? 1994, among other films. He had a brief stint on the HBO drama Oz, 2000, and appeared in episodes of The Adventures of Pete and Miami Vice. His more recent acting roles included voice work in the animated series Teen Titans and the 2021 Centaur World on Netflix. In the 2000s, Johansen continued to evolve his musical career, performing with the Harry Smiths, a blues-inspired group named after the renowned American musicologist. The band released Shaker, 2004, an album steeped in the traditions of American folk and blues. That same year, Johansen reunited with New York Dolls members Sylvain and Arthur Kane. Their reunion tour was successful, and in 2006, the band released One Day It Will Please Us to Remember Even This, their first album in nearly 30 years. It earned critical acclaim, including being named Album of the Year by Robert Christgau. Johansen also hosted David Johansen's Mansion of Fun, a weekly radio show on Sirius Satellite Radio, where he showcased a wide range of musical genres. His eclectic tastes were reflected in the show, which aired until 2020 on the Loft channel. In addition to his solo albums, Johansen contributed to soundtracks for films like Times Square and The Aviator and collaborated with blues musician Hubert Sumlin. In 2007, Johansen participated in the Staten Island Composers Project, composing an orchestral piece inspired by his hometown. The project was commissioned by the Council on the Arts and Humanities for Staten Island, and Johansen's composition, Mara Dreams the Moon Gate of Uncommon Beauty, was a romantic adagio inspired by a landmark in the Staten Island Botanical Garden. Johansen continued to release music, including a 2020 cover of Sinking Ship by the band Gypsy. His later years also saw him involved in the making of a Showtime documentary about his life. Directed by Martin Scorsese, Personality Crisis, One Night only premiered in 2023. The documentary featured interviews with Johansen and Scorsese, highlighting Johansen's unique career and enduring influence on the music world. Throughout his career, David Johansen was known for his musical unpredictability and versatility. He remained a fixture in both the New York Dolls legacy and the wider world of rock, blues, and punk. Johansen passed away on February 24, 2025, due to complications from lung cancer. His death marked the end of an era for fans of his groundbreaking work in both music and film. Legacy. David Johansen's impact on music was profound. As a member of the New York Dolls, he helped define the sound of 1970s punk and glam rock, influencing countless artists in the decades that followed. His contributions to music continued to be celebrated, and his creative output remained relevant with both older and new generations of fans. Johansen was also known for his ability to evolve as an artist, seamlessly moving between different genres and experimenting with new sounds throughout his career. His influence remained significant in both rock and punk circles. Rest in peace, David Roger Johansen. You may have gone, but you will never be forgotten. Thank you for watching, and kindly subscribe, like and share this video to family and friends.